Okay. Let me check it from here. I can check your YouTube.
Could probably send it out to my Facebook page too. Let's see. Uh-huh.
Yep. I see you.
Cool. I'm gonna send it out to the Young Pandas page too.
Okay.
I don't think anything's been posted on the Young Pandas page in a long time, so
Wow.
people are gonna be like, "What?"
Brings back memories.
Does
Well, we can go ahead and get started, man.
yeah?
How long have I known you, man? It's been a while.
13 years, maybe,
Wow.
maybe more.
Maybe more. I,
Been a long time.
and I don't remember how I met you. I remember
Through
going up to New York to shoot a video for you.
yeah, that was after we met though. It was through John Hope.
John Hope. Yes, you played at John Hope's show.
We were his backing band for the show,
Yes.
and we
Yes.
opened for him. Yeah,
Was that Rhode Island where we were
it
at?
it was in Mass. Yeah, the show
Yeah.
was in Mass at a college actually.
Yes. That
Yeah,
was a long drive, bro.
yeah, it was a long time for you. I bet. Oh my god.
Oh my God. I gotta find that footage. That was amazing.
That was I remember you sent me the footage after. I think maybe somewhere on the internet I still have that. But
Yeah.
man, that was a fun show.
My dog is just going crazy with
I
this
hear
thing.
him, and I got a little echo. I don't know if I'm coming through your speakers or not, but
Oh, hold on. Let me turn it down. How's that?
maybe it'll. That is way better. Oh,
All
it's gone.
right.
It's gone. That's good.
Okay.
Don't
Okay.
want that on the whole stream. Nice.
Yeah. 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 Um. Yeah. So we met. Uh. I dug your music, and we shot. We shot. Did we shoot one video or two videos?
We shot one. We shot the soul searching video, which
Yeah.
I was never really one for doing music videos. So I still think to this day that's the only like real music video I ever made in my entire career.
Wow. I like that song, man. That was
It's
that
classic.
was a fun time. And were we in Harlem?
Well, we
We
were
were.
we were by I think we shot by the post office. Then we went kind of like downtown, and I remember we were by a hotel called the Maven. That's what I remember.
Yeah. But Central Park was right there.
Yeah, we were right near Central Park, and then we shot a bunch of stuff like in the middle of a street. I remember that.
Yes. Yes. So if you guys go to my YouTube page and look up Mike Maven, you'll see the video for Soul Searching.
Nice, it's still on there. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
nice.
still on there.
That was a
Uh,
good time.
so you were kind of like rock, neo soul, R&B band. How did you transform into lo-fi?
Uh, the lo-fi thing has only been kind of recently. I always, my whole career was obsessed with Jay Dilla and his influence on, my contemporary idols. Biggest one being D'Angelo, but also Common, Erica Badu. And I was just a big Dilla head, right? And really, what happened was, so what had happened was, um, I went back to school to become a software engineer about 5 years ago, something like that. And while I was coding, everybody would put on weird ambient music, instrumental stuff like that, and I would listen to Dilla beats while I would learn to code. And there was this one dude in my class that made hip hop beats, and one day I just said to him, I was like, "Yo, man, I've got the same like 5 Dilla tapes on repeat while I code. Like, I wish there was just more like Dilla type instrumentals out there in the world." And he was like, "Dude, do you not go on YouTube? Like, have you never heard of lo-fi hip hop?" And so he introduced me to it. He was like, "Check out, chill hop music, and just go search for like beats to code to and see what you find." And and so that's what I started listening to while I was like, learning a new trade basically. And I was like, man, there's a whole genre of on the internet inspired by Dilla. I've always loved beat making. I always used elements of beat making in my songwriting and stuff as well. Like especially with Young Pandas, a lot of our songs that became songs for the band were like sometimes Six Sense, who's I call him my brother from another mother, but he's calling my brother. Six Sense would send me new beats he had worked on and stuff like that. I would take sections of those tracks, write lyrics and vocals to them, and then bring that to the band. And those would usually become the basis for songs that we put out. Oh, hang on. Like
Wow.
kill loopback real quick. There we go. Bye
Oh, it was
loopback.
still on.
It was still on, yeah. So that was so yes, I mean that was kind of where that's kind of where a lot of this came from, I guess, and then I just a couple years ago I said I'd love to get into instrumental music, making beats. I didn't feel like I had a lot to say left lyrically or in songs that anybody would care to hear. And I know I'm probably selling myself short by saying that, but I was like, who wants to hear this dude who's almost 40 like talk about his problems? And so I kind of got more into the instrumental side of things. And but I knew if I was going to do it, because of the respect that I had for beat making and in particular for just some of my beat making idols, that I wanted to learn how to do it like from scratch. So I started off with digging for records, sampling stuff off of records. I learned, the MPC and the whole MPC workflow and hardware samplers and that kind of stuff. And then after a couple of years of doing that, basically, I wanted to kind of learn how to transition into stuff that I could release on Spotify. And I knew I had the instrumental skill that I could play instruments and stuff. And I started just kind of watching YouTube videos about like how to make your own samples, how to, and then that just kind of led into the music I'm making today, which is this, I guess what you would call lo-fi hip hop.
Okay, now fast forward. How did you become A&R at a lo-fi label?
Honestly, even when I like first started releasing beats again earlier this year, I found that there's this whole community of lo-fi labels out there and stuff. Just because it's obviously a big playlisting genre. A lot of people put it on in the background and stuff. So there's a lot of people out there, they want to get a little piece of that pie with their Spotify playlists, and most playlisters have kind of like become labels now. So I started joining some of the label communities, and the first one was Brunch Collect. He just kind of put out a post on the Discord server saying, I'm looking for A&R. I hit him up and said, look, man, my degree is from music industry and music business. And, I was a lead singer of a band that I fully self-booked and self-recorded for years. And, I feel like I could lend an ear and help you out. And he said, yeah, let's do it. And that evolved into me doing some stuff for Brunch Collect. And now I'd say 90% of my A&R time I spend now working for Chill Space, which is kind of, more of like I guess what you typically call like lo-fi girl, or like, the chill, sleepy kind of lo-fi label. But we're doing some great stuff with that label. There's a lot of people out there making beats that, want to be heard. And for me, it just seemed like a good opportunity to do sort of what I've always done my whole music career, which is just try to help other people. Because I feel like that comes back to you, any strides I've made as a musician for the most part came from, people that I connected with because I had some kind of opportunity for them, and they would provide me with an opportunity in return.
That's dope, man. Um, I in all the years that I've known you, I have seen you do many things, and I admire the hustle, and you are always my brother, man. Honestly, like I've enjoyed watching you get married, build pinball machines,
Yep.
like you are me. Honestly,
Digital hustler.
oh my god, you
Done it
you
all.
you you are absolutely me. But enough talking. What do you want to do first? You want to do a beat set first, or you want to flip the sample I sent you? It's up to you.
We can play some beats. We can flip the sample. Why don't we start with flipping the sample? That sounds
All right,
fun, right?
let's
Let's
flip the sample.
let's get creative. Let me open up Loopback again and switch over to that, and then we'll have to. 20 minutes later, we'll have to
Yeah.
I'm on the trial, man. I can't,
Cause we ain't paying for nothing.
we can't be dropping $100 for this. All right, DAW streaming. Do you still hear me?
Yes.
All right, and let's see if you can hear
Ben's
the.
Vermillion, what's good? Creative Premiere, what up?
You hear this?
Yes, I do.
Okay, here we go. I probably won't be able to see the stream as much anymore, but I'll jump in here. First thing I did was, you sent me the sample. I mean, let me actually pull up really quick the full sample so we can listen to it. I'll drop it
I,
into Ableton.
and I specifically sent you a sample that YouTube will not catch the copyright.
Good. I was gonna say we don't want to get muted on the stream.
Yeah,
Yeah, let me drop it in and let's
I did
just
that on
listen to a little
purpose.
bit. I mean, you must know I love a good gospel sample, so you sent me the right
Yes,
thing.
and that is courtesy of Edward Duncan the Third. I played this on the podcast a
Edward
couple weeks
Duncan.
ago. Um, I don't think he made a lot of these. He's from DC.
Oh, okay. So now we're really getting we're doing a true DC. This is amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna that. So that song was like 67 BPM. I brought into stem separation and rip X. I grabbed a couple things I liked. One thing is, when I'm working with a sample, whether I do stem separation or not, which to be honest, like half the time I'm just grabbing breaks from songs because most time I just kind of like to get inspired by real drum breaks, real drummers. So a lot of, especially if I'm working on something more like kind of in the classic hip hop or boom bap vein, I tend to grab a drum break, and then what I'll do is I'll kind of like use that to recreate the drums and like layer that break underneath everything. So I grabbed the groove, and what's great is I could just drag it into Ableton and it will just bring it up to the BPM I just switched to, which is 85. So now we get this, which, I mean, come on. The song is already slamming. Warp it.
Absolutely.
Bring it back to here.
Mike
Go.
P, DJ Rec, what up?
So I'm just going to loop this up a bunch so we can just kind of get a basis for the song going. Bam. And I grabbed a couple other samples I liked. I think
Are you going to show
mess with
your
those
Ableton
later.
screen?
Oh, yeah, let me. You can only hear my audio, right?
Yeah. I can hear your mic too.
Entire screen. Wow, there we go. All right. We got this now? There we go. Yeah. So we had this little drum groove. I chopped it, at the kicks. So I got a nice clean loop out of it. And then when I dragged it into Ableton, it just kind of pretty much, I did a little adjustment, but it lined it up to 85. Let me grab my guitar. Before we start bringing the sample in, I just kind of want to get a little.
You showing off, bro.
Showing off.
You showing off.
I just, I gotta show you how I usually approach things, and it usually starts with guitar. All right, so I know you're probably gonna hear my guitar input too, but there we go. Cool. I mean, I was just messing around, but I like that. I think it's in the same key. Yeah, I think we're good. Perfect. Let's grab that. Drag that back to here. Loop that up a few times. There we go. One really nice thing I like about Ableton too is if you've got, if you got a groove going that you like from a break or something, and you still want to be able to just like maybe extract the kicks or replace the kicks, I can just go in here and convert drums to new MIDI track. this is the cheap way of getting. I don't usually do this, but we're on stream, so we're gonna go quick with everything. But what I like to do with this is I can just basically use this to kind of like get the kick pattern, and then I can use that to run a side chain to everything else. Yeah, let's get that nice 606 going there. So I'm gonna grab that and mute it, but that's gonna be our side chain. There we go. Start putting some effects on this, get it sounding nice. Yeah. I'm just using Kickstart 2 over here to get some. Alright, let me go back to our samples. Bring this in and just see if I can mess with it, get it to line up a little bit, do something cool with this. Okay, Ableton. Sometimes I'm amazed at Ableton. Let's just drag that in where it fits in. We'll get that in there.
I think that sample needs to be an octave lower.
Let's get it. You know, I love transforming things. Let me get I could do that in Ableton, but you know what though? I just got Little Altar Boy from Sound Toys.
Wait, what?
You ever seen this Little Altar Boy?
Oh, you were putting us on game, bro. What is that?
Let's
What
go.
does that do?
This is a pitch shifter that we can do anything we need with it. So let's pitch down an octave.
Do your thing. I'm going on.
we can get really crazy, but sounds a little too nuts. No, that does it. Sometimes it gets a little too crazy, but let's see. I'm just gonna do this. Let's join it up. Let's just let Ableton do its thing. Drop it an octave. Let's see what that sounds like. Yeah, the sample is kind of maybe doesn't like being. It's funky. I mean, we could do something with it. I like it. Sounds crazy. Maybe I'll run this through a delay or something. We can get it sounding really nice. Let me use a filter on it. Let's do something really crazy with it. Use this plugin called Spaced Out. That's too crazy. Also too crazy. Let's see. What do you think of that, Gadget? You like that?
I mess with that though. I like that. I like that.
All right. Before we get into too much else sample wise, this song needs some bass. Give me 1 second while I unplug this. I hope it doesn't blow up the scene. Let's see. Turn this down. There we go. All right. I'm going to grab my bass. I'll be right back. This is my main bass. I love this bass. I haven't checked in on the chat in a minute. I should check in on the chat, see what people are saying. What's up, everybody? Hey, Mike P. What's going on, man? All right. Turn this back up. There we go. All right. Bring this back now. Let's mess around with Get a little bass loop going.
If God is love.
You know we need that. Let's see what the wife is saying. Yeah, let me get back to 1 second. Let's try this and see what we got. Too loud. Way too loud.
If God is love.
I know we got to do something with that, right? This is where we should use Little Altar Boy. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Yep, we're gonna pitch this up. Pitch this up an octave.
If God is
love. Oh, okay, we're gonna do something wild with that. I'm gonna filter that or something. Stretch it out a little bit too.
If God is love.
You know what you can do too? Take off the love part, because you may be able to chop that, like take love off and maybe nudge it just a little bit.
Let's see what we got. Yeah. Something else. We need something else in here. Let's go. Where the bass for a second.
You know what? You can put that "If God is love" on another part. Play it from the beginning again.
Yeah, let me know where you hear it.
If God is love. I know you don't sing it like that. A little bit before that. If God is love.
Yep.
Look at me vocal arranging. Right there. Right before. If God is love. So bring it closer towards the there you go.
This transient right there.
Yeah. If God. Yeah, a little bit more. And we go. Yeah. So now it makes sense now. What about after that second vocal on the third one? You just use the word love. Like
Love
you
that
can
idea.
paste that phrase, but cut out everything but love.
Love that idea. No pun intended. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right. Let's add some more. Add some more instrumentation to this. I need like a I feel like this needs like a good melodic line, you know? This is the I plug and I use this on guitar all the time right here. Corey Long. Something like that, maybe. I like adding lots of layers too, so just forgive me while I indulge in adding a shit ton of layers to this. Nudge that a little. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Also got some synths going on over here too we can mess with. All right. second.
Looks like somebody got to restart loop back. We can't hear anything if you're playing something.
Oh, it's because I'm muted. That's why.
Oh,
The other thing too is like I was saying, sometimes I'll just kind of like use the kick pattern or whatever, and then I want to replace it with a different sound. So like I'll probably just grab this. I'll put an EQ on the whole break that we got going on. Obviously, we're not going to use this 606 kick, but let me see. I got some good kicks somewhere, the ones I use all the time. I have folders and folders and folders of drum sounds, and then there's literally like 2 kick sounds that I have in a separate folder of my favorite sounds, and I use these 2 kicks all the time. There we go. And I kind of feel like we need to add a snare on this. Let me grab something that I like. You know me, I love the clap snares, man. Clap snares, everything.
true neo soul.
I can't get away from it. I feel like it's gonna be some latency, but whatever. We'll do a little correction afterward. Oh yeah, there's latency. A lot of latency. That's all right. You'll deal with it. Quantize. Fixes all things, even though I hate using it. All right. Duplicate that across, and now we got a new groove. Grab these and just a little saturation on the drums. Group these 2 together. I love this plugin for literally everything, but especially for saturation.
Are you showing all the lo-fi secrets?
These are definitely all the lo-fi secrets, yes. little crunch in there too. This is nice. I also love this plugin for drums, Knock Clipper, little soft clipping. Pull this back a little bit. Okay. So I think next what I want to do is I want to add like something melodic to this, but let me see if I have something I like on the synth. I don't know. I'm
So
not
with
even
that
looking.
Rhodes, buddy.
Right? Why not? Let's try something. Let's go to the roads.
He has an actual Rhodes.
I like using Rhodes for just like layering like some kind of like ambient droning stuff underneath. It sounds really cool when you layer it. Something like that, maybe. Just drag that in there. Do something with this.
I have never seen none of this before.
Spaced Out. This is a cool plugin, man. This was watching YouTube videos. I think it was Mondo Loops. He's a pretty big sleepy lo-fi artist that he does a lot of good YouTube videos. Kind of watching his videos actually helped me figure out how to transition from sample based beat making into kind of like making my own samples and doing this. He's the one that talked about this in one of his videos, and I was like, yeah, I need that plugin. And I use it excessively on everything. And sometimes what I like to do is like grab something like, let me find, I'm gonna just grab that, put it onto a new track, and this is another, no, that's not what I want. Another lo-fi secret right here. Just take any sort of sound like this and you grab Valhalla Supermassive. It's a free plugin. It's great. I go to massive reverbs and I do like usually We Are Stardust is the one I use a lot. Oh, I'm on the wrong one still. Yeah. Now you can see. So it just makes a big massive sound like that. I like to just freeze the track and then bounce it down, and it just gives you a nice long reverb tail that's just kind of like a drone, makes a nice pad underneath everything. So let me flatten and bong bong, join these two, and then I'll just kind of like do a fade on it and repeat it through the track, and it just gets this nice pad sound. This is obviously, especially like, big dreamy lo-fi stuff. This is great. That, that, a couple times. Let's see. Let me hit this. I want to get something like that in here. Hang on. Modes. Oop. Yeah. Hang on a second. The dog needs eye drops. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Nope. That could be a little better though. Line that up a little bit better. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. Nope. All right, there we go. Just gives a little. All right, let's run it back to the beginning. I'm curious to see how we're sounding now. Does someone get chopped weird? Something got like messed up earlier and I like it. You hear that? Something weird happened like in the session, but I kind of like it.
I don't know what you did.
I think I hit a wrong key or something, but I chopped something out and it's fucking cool. So I like it. I'll move all this forward here a little bit. We're going to get some, let's see. I'm going to drag this back. Same with this. We're going to get this whole thing. I'll grab the first 4 bars of this. I do not know what happened. We chopped out part of the song somewhere, and then it just landed like that.
Oops.
I'm not gonna fix it. It sounds cool, but I do want this. I want that back. All right, let's run the whole thing back and listen to the whole beat. I'm messing with the master, so we don't do it. One thing I like to do is like everything that's not bass and kick. I like to first of all pull a little bit of the bass just out of it in general. I use Pro Q on like literally every track. And then I like to take this plug in here called mid-side matrix, and then I'll pull all of it just out of the center channel a little bit to make room for the bass and the kick to be in center channel.
You know what I like about this? You're a bass player, but you didn't go crazy. These are just almost like stabs. Like you didn't go whole Young Panda with the whole bass line.
Yeah, man. I mean, not everything calls for that, especially with this stuff. I like to play really simple. For me, it's just more about the bass tone. Like this Lakeland Skyline that I have, that I run that usually through this plugin right here called Voice of God, Little Labs Voice of God, just adds sub frequency to it. And then I usually like to throw, actually, I didn't even do it this time, but I'll add it because we can. I like to just compress it with a API 2500 compressor. Just so it hits really short attack. Just the bass just sits in there with the groove. Adds a little something to it. I like to lay it back. I was just telling Kyle from Young Pandas the other day, like one thing is that I've been tracking so much for other beat makers, just like tracking instrumental stuff. And So I've actually been tracking a lot of stuff without drums because I'm just doing like guitar, bass, keys, and sending it off to somebody that does all the drums and flips it. So I've been playing to just the metronome a lot, which I never used to do. I know most musicians like practice to a metronome. I never used to do that. So I've been playing to it a lot, and then I'll go in and like look at the transients, like in my session. I'm like, oh damn, like not this one's way laid back, but usually I'm like, oh man, I hit that like dead on. That's pretty amazing. My timing has gotten a lot better. Oh no. We lost Loop back again.
Loop back hits again.
All right, let me get that going again. But yeah, I mean, I feel pretty good about this. This is not the track I would have expected to come out of that sample at all, and I really like when that happens, to be honest.
Yeah. Happy accidents.
Most of the time, that's especially if I'm working with the sample. I do every month. Hang on, let me go back to this. There we go. You still hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Every month, this is going to be a shameless plug for the label that I work with, Chill Space. But every month we do like a remix challenge, or we call it a Roomix, like for Roomy Roomix challenge. I ask everybody to just drop a track that they've already released previously, like a Spotify link, in the chat, and then I just make a playlist of every track that people submit. So I do it totally blind, like listen to them blind. I put the playlist on, I listen to it, and it's just whatever song grabs me. If there's like something interesting about it, whatever piano part or whatever it might be that grabs me about that's interesting, and then I take that and I make a sample pack out of it, kind of like what I did really, really quickly with this, like grab a couple, whatever, a drum, a kick hit, a snare hit. Maybe there's an interesting shaker loop. Maybe there's a cool little piano part or piano, like I make a sample pack and then I completely construct a brand new song from scratch with that sample pack that I create from their stems, from their original song. And then we release it on the label. So it's kind of cool because it's like, it takes no effort from the artist except to post a Spotify link of something they've already released. And then I just take it and remix it Roomy style. And it's always interesting to me how they end up turning out. I never really expect them to turn out the way they do, So yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
That's dope. Plug the label real quick.
Yeah, so the label's called Chill Space. I can actually they have a website. It's chillspacerecords.com, and make sure that Chill Space Records. Right. Yeah, no, just chillspacelofi.com. That's what it is. Chillspacelofi.com. Christy's gonna kill me for not knowing the URL. But yeah, so this dude Christy, he's based in Romania actually, who runs the label. And good kid. He's actually really young. He's not an artist. He doesn't make music. He just wanted to start a label and try to get people exposure. And he's super legit dude. Like he puts money behind every single release that comes out to promote it, get them on playlists, try to get plays, get spins, get eyes on it. We've been doing like almost weekly mixes that we're putting out. So it's usually like a group of 8 to 10 singles, kind of like a compilation. But we release the singles and then put up a YouTube mix of it. And we're kind of like telling a little story with the sloth character. That's the main mascot of the label. And it's a good community of people. It's a lot of dudes that are instrumentalists, kind of like me, that will usually like play their own stuff, make their own records. Tends to lean towards the sort of like sleepy side of lo-fi, but I've been pushing for some more like jazzy comps and stuff like that. And it's cool. It's a really good group of people, good little family. And lately the streams have been popping off for a lot of the artists. So it's good to see. It's good stuff.
Good deal. Are we done with this beat?
I think we're done with this, man. Okay. Want to listen to it one more time?
Yeah, let's listen to it one more time and then jump into your stuff.
Okay. Obviously, if we were to keep working on it, I'd probably add some, add a little drop, put some variation, stuff like that. I might even add some piano to it, some keys. But I'm feeling pretty good about this one. I like the groove on it. I like what we got, the groove out of
I
that
do too.
sample, and I like some of these vocal chops we got. Sounds cool, man. Definitely not at all what I expected to come out of it.
Good. Expect the
Yeah.
unexpected.
All right. So what can we share of my stuff? What do you want me to do? You want me to just play some
Play some of your
drops?
stuff. Yeah, play some of your stuff, man.
Let's see what I can show you that I can get to actually go through the audio, right? Let me see if you can hear this real quick. Find some of the new stuff.
All right.
Can you hear this?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Let me see if I can share the tab maybe and get the audio from it. If nothing else, I bet I can just drop it into a Google Chrome tab and it'll play from there. Here we go. Ready? Share screen. We're going to call this one. Also share tab audio. I think this will work. Can you hear that?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So this is one I just did with an artist from Lo-Fi Girl called Pax Kalido and this kid Erwin Doe from Germany that I've been making a lot of stuff with. He's a jazz piano player, really great kid. He's like one of those dudes that has he just plays great jazz piano for so many people and does so many collaborations that he's kind of like blown up really fast. And then he's just a good person who is like trying to put on everybody in his circle. So can't say enough good things about Erwin Doe, but this is him playing piano on it. And then basically I took the piano and the horns that Pascalito sent and came up with the main idea and did the whole track. So this is it. So that's some
Dope.
brand new stuff right there.
That was dope.
Never
So
before heard.
do you do the drums and then send it to them and say play something over this?
This one started with the kind of like the guitar loop in the beginning, and yeah, some drums. Sometimes with Erwin, especially like when he plays piano stuff, I'll just send him like a 16 bar loop and say, "Yeah, I'll just track some jazz piano this." He'll send me back a bunch of piano stuff, and I just kind of like pick and choose, resample it, chop it up, and use what I want. So that's kind of like what happened with this. And then after we did that, we sent it over to Pax Calito, who's the horn player on it, the trumpet player on it. And he laced it with the horns. There's another track I'll show you
It sounded like a straight loop. It didn't sound like
interesting. Yeah, it's actually a lot of live playing on it. Let me get this. Let me pause on this. Wait, that's not the one I wanted to show you. I want to show you this one. We did a track. So another record I've been working on. At this point, I have, I don't know, probably like 32 songs in the can that I haven't released that I gotta wrap up and put out. But this is another one right here. This one I'm actually singing on, doing my wannabe D'Angelo thing on this. And so this was a track that
Remy Shan.
Remy, there you go.
Yeah.
Probably more like Remy Shad. Yeah, so this kid Kaleem from Des Moines, great piano player, great beat maker. A while back, he connected with me and this dude Farnell Newton, who is Jill Scott's trumpeter, touring trumpeter, and he lives out in Portland, Oregon. He's a great player. He's just one of those dudes. He just like you send him a track, comes back 10 minutes later with horns, and it's like the best thing you've ever heard. He sounds like Roy Hargrove. Rest in
That
peace.
is a coincidence because we're doing our producer retreat to Portland.
Oh yeah,
July 2024.
there's a lot
You
of good music
rolling?
happening there.
You wanna
Yeah,
roll?
yeah, I'll be there.
Yes.
I owe Farnell a visit, and Marmoset Music is out there too, which is a great like sync and licensing company that Farnell works for and that he connected me with. So this track is myself, Kaleem, who goes by Leem, Farnell, and then we got Tanya Morgan on it, which I'm sure you know Tanya Morgan, the Gods. So this one is me singing, Tanya doing their thing. This is the only vocal song on this entire album. So we got like 6 tracks on the record, and we did this one kind of be like a single. Talking with Elect Records right now about doing a vinyl run through Fat Beats on this one and some radio work for it if we put it out. So this is another
Hold on, the group Tanya Morgan?
the group Tanya Morgan, yeah.
Okay. Don
So-
Will and
And Von P.
Von P. All right.
Yep.
I haven't heard them in a minute.
They're still around. They're working with Six Sense on a follow-up to Rubber Souls right now. They're gonna do Rubber Souls 2 coming out next year. And so I don't know. I love those guys. I sang a couple hooks for them over the last 10 years or whatever, and reached out to Don, and they were gracious enough to bless this song. So this one's also never before heard, so this is an early preview. This one's called Who Paging Me. Tell him name.
Well, there the thing, don't think of the same. Tell me your name. I don't wanna distract you from you. Tell me your page. You call back to. Maybe you leave me. Maybe you won't. I don't f*** around. Won't answer my phone. They can't take me against my will. They gon' be my favorite still. They gon' be my favorite still. Tell me who paging me.
Yeah, all I wanted was a chain and a page. Sneaker money, nothing major. Just a touch, a taste, every flavor. Just a touch, a taste, just a yeah. All I wanted was a chain and a pager. Sneaker money, you know, nothing major. Just a touch, a taste, every flavor. Yeah, just a, yeah. The prodigal son, I might chop the family tree. Born online, if history books is paging me. We talking genre or generations. Shit, regardless, they come in phases. Tanya awesome in all places.
For races, since the cavemen, it's been etched in stone that they crave this. This is ageless. If you can gaze at a page and see the mother up and runway.
Who wanna fiddle with the violinist? It's like a competition. Who can be the violentist? Is we having fun yet? I'm smiling by the minute. Limitless joy, ain't no bottom in it.
Can I run one? Can I run an idea by you? How about a haiku that pumps through your heart like pyro? How we still the idols on idle? Jay's top, listen on title. Tanya,
Who really doing it the way this dude won't do?
whoever they name, the fandom is mutual.
Don and Von were the answer all along.
But the answer in the song, and it's on, it's on, it's
Who
on.
really doing it the way this dude won't do?
Whoever they name, the fandom is mutual.
Don and Von were the answer all along.
But the answer in the songs, and it's on, it's on, it's on.
A chain and a pager. You know, nothing major. A taste, every flavor. A taste, the taste, go. A chain and a pager. You know, nothing major. A taste, every flavor. A taste, the taste, to go.
I don't need nothing from you, but a lifetime I'm getting through. And baby, you know that. I don't need nothing from you, but a lifetime of being true. And baby, you know that. So who the hell paging me? Tell me who's paging me.
If you did not tell me that you were singing, I would have thought you sampled D'Angelo. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's
Bro,
what I like to hear.
That sounds like something from the Love Movement.
I like hearing that.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, I like that track a lot, man. I'm real happy with that one. This whole record is great. Like I said, that's the only vocal track on the record, but yeah,
You need to do a
Farnell
whole-
is
You need
nasty.
to do a whole EP with them.
That's what I'd like to do.
Oh,
I would love
man.
that. Especially, I mean, Tanya Morgan, man, they're great. I've always loved them. You know, they're, to me, like, just their lyrical talent. You know, I feel like they don't get the credit they deserve. They're still kind of underground after all this time, you know,
Yeah.
but they're amazing.
Hey, bro. You got time to play one more, and then we can get up out of here?
Absolutely. Let me see. And now the pressure's on. We got one more.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'll show you my hottest tracks. Follow that one up. Let's see. What else we got? Pick wisely.
It's gonna be people running this video back just for that song. That was fire.
Just see if I can load. I'm just gonna straight up load up Spotify and play a track I just released recently.
What up, Davenport? Agent Smith, Mike P.
I'm just gonna go straight off to Spotify. Lets me plug my Spotify too. Here it is.
Yeah, play.
Share screen. There we go. So we on the Spotify. This is the track right here. Put it together. So this is actually also Erwin, that jazz piano player, is talking about, and Farnell, who just played horns in that last one. This one's called Put It Together. So this one
Hold on,
came
hold on.
out.
But before you play that, I see 201,000 listens.
Yes, sir.
How much does that equal to in Spotify money?
Like $10.
What?
No, I mean, I don't know. Probably, I $500, $400, something like that. Something.
Okay, yeah, it's yeah. All right.
And the funny thing is that young pandas, we were CDs hand to hand.
Right.
It was like just in the start of the Spotify days. We had our records on Spotify, but we didn't really think that we would convert fans to like listening to Spotify. You know what I mean? And so
Here you
you
are.
know, it's crazy. Like I think maybe we sold, 2,000 copies of our CD, and that was a lot for us, at that time. And it's
Right.
now I think about it, I'm like, man, if everybody, oh, hang on, kill the loop back. If everybody who listened to my record this year, listen to my tracks this year, had paid 99 cents on iTunes, then I could probably pay my mortgage off, right?
Absolutely.
That's the way of things. I mean, but also these people wouldn't have discovered me if not for the fact that Spotify is a platform they can just go and put on a playlist and discover new artists. So it is what it is. But yeah, these days it's the numbers I would have never imagined, in my entire career. And this year alone, I think I've put out, more tracks to Spotify than any of my CDs or any records I put out previously combined in the previous 15, 20 years of my career, just from getting busy and
Wow.
releasing stuff to Spotify. So it's been a year. It's been a good year. And there's a lot more to come. But yeah, this is the last one I'll share. Hopefully I got the audio going. Yeah. So this one's called Put It Together. So there's a funny story about this release. I was working on the track and I had made like an MP3 bounce of what I had for it so far to share with Farnell and Erwin, and then somehow I lost the session file. Like I lost a bunch of folders that got deleted from my computer, and
Wow.
I lost the mix. I lost the session file. I was freaking out, but I had this one MP3 bounce, and so I sent like 5 or so tracks over to Lo-Fi Jazz Records, just trying to get in with this label because they're a really solid label, especially like for the kind of stuff that I like to do in that sort of neo soul, new jazz kind of vein. And this was the song they accepted out of the 5, and I only had this
Wow.
MP3 bounce of it. So like, thank God I had that one bounce of it, and I just basically mastered it and tried to use compression and EQ to sort of like level things out where I didn't like it, and that was the release that I had with
And
them.
it
So,
worked.
and it worked, and it was almost a non-starter. So glad that
Hey
worked
man,
out.
if you have anything else like what you gave Tanya Morgan, I have a guy by the name of Gigahertz. I
Okay,
have
yeah,
a
yeah.
gentleman by the name of Fields. I have a gentleman by the name of Mr. Wallace, and I have a gentleman by the name of I can't, what is his nut ass name? Mental the God. If you have anything else like that that you need vocals on, please send it my way.
I have folders and folders of that.
We can have an EP done in 2 weeks.
Amazing. I'll tell Kaleem. We'll get it going.
Yes. Yes.
I know he wants to do more stuff like that too. He wants to do more stuff with artists, especially with MCs and like have singing hooks on it and stuff. He wants to do more of that. So I'm all about it.
But hey, you have the email.
Of course.
Just start with sending me what you need vocals on, and
Okay.
I'll send it to the guys.
Sounds good.
And
We'll
they
get
they they,
those.
they can they all record their vocals in their house.
We'll
So
get that fake D'Angelo.
no, hey, I like your D'Angelo, bro. That shit is fire.
As I've gotten older, I've lost my, upper register Prince wannabe type stuff. I lost the falsetto, so it's all here now. It's all guttural, so it's just doing the thing. Everything is devil's pie.
Oh, Mike P say let him know if he could build.
Of course, we can build.
Hey, so put your let everybody know what you got coming out besides that heat that you just played.
I got a lot coming out already. There's a label that I work with called the Jazz Hop Cafe. I have so much stuff coming out with them in the new year. A couple of like double vinyl releases too that I have some tracks on. We did a whole tribute album to Nujabes or Nujabes. I don't know actually how you say his name. Who's kind of like considered to be the other Dilla, but in Japan. Godfather of lo-fi. So we did a whole record of stuff, like a tribute to him. It's coming out in, I want to say, February or March. And of course, it'll all be coming out right here on my Spotify page. I'll actually, before we sign off, I'll share the screen one more time so everybody can see it and check it out. And then, Gadget, you know how to get in touch with me. My Instagram is, one of those things. If you go to the About and go down here, I got my Instagram linked. So you can always go through Spotify to find me on Instagram. Hit me up on there. Anybody that wants to build. I love doing collabs. I love working with other artists, especially because I've been doing it a long time myself. So I especially like working with folks that are trying to get after it themselves, because I know what a long, slow grind this is. And for me, it's always just been about doing music because I love it. That's the primary thing. So if I can help put anybody on, I'll do it.
And you are the A&R at an indie lo-fi label.
Yeah. If anybody has anything they want to get out there, instrumentals, I can certainly help and hopefully get you some streams and at least get things kicking.
Exactly.
Get those Spotify stats working, man. get in the algorithm.
Right. Already. Hey, man, thank you for tonight, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me.
I love you like a brother.
Same here, man. Hey, listen, my mom still talks about when we flew down to DC and we came and met you. She loves you.
Tell mom I said hi.
I will.
Hey,
Let's do this again.
When you're back in the DMV, we got to go record shopping, bro.
Oh, man, I can't wait. I honestly, of all the places, one thing during COVID, and I'll keep this short. I know we want to sign off, but, during COVID, obviously felt like so disconnected, right, from everybody. And so it's been one of my things for a while now that just I want to get back to in-person beatmaker communities, and everything I see from Flip a Beat Club, everything I see from loop sessions and all that, and just everything happening with all the love, like beatmakers getting together and just sharing the love of the craft in the DMV area, to me is like, man, I got to spend more time down there.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
You're still in Rhode Island?
Yeah, I'm still in the Providence area right now.
But Amtrak cuts through Rhode Island, though.
It does. Providence straight to DC. We got this.
We can make that happen.
Let's do it.
Make that happen.
I would love
All right,
that.
brother. Thank
All right,
you.
Gadget.
Everybody, check out Mike Maven St. Rumi. Hey, check out his neo soul stuff. He's fire. Yeah, his alter ego Mike Maven and the Young Pandas.
And the fake D'Angelos.
Don't say fake D'Angelo's, bro. You're selling yourself short.
Appreciate
All
it.
right, man. Thank
All
you,
right.
bro. I appreciate
See you, brother. Yep.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.